Right then, let's see what Nathan has for us today. Hello, Nathan.
I burned the photos of Hannah.
Oh yeah.
It didn't work. I suppose because the loss was superficial. The next thing I burned was the rocking chair. That worked. I've been getting rid of her stuff ever since. There was a day when I attacked a Salvation Army bin, but I gave in.
Attacked a Salvation Army bin.
I accidentally put Hannah's diary into a Salvation Army donation bin.
Oh, okay.
They're like huge post boxes with a circular tray that makes sure things spill to the bottom. I tried to get in to get it back, but I gave up.
just, you know. Okay, tell me about Hannah's diary.
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin. It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it. She said she'd fallen out of love with me.
Oh.
That she was going to break off the engagement. That she didn't love me anymore. I regretted it.
Oh, Nathan! Oh no! Can I ask what made you read it? No, okay.
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army
bin.
bin.
Are you sure you didn't throw it?
It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it. She said she'd fallen out of love with me. That she was going to break off the engagement.
That's so sad.
That she didn't love me anymore. I regretted it.
Okay. You regretted it?
I regretted that I mourned for Hannah so long.
Oh!
I regret the grief. I regret all the days I slept through because of it. Had I known she didn't love me anymore, things would have been different. I'm a bit angry now. If I had that day over again, I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Whoa. Whoa now.
I'm not trying to hide anything.
No, okay.
I just
that's
don't
fine.
know.
I'm just trying to figure out what else to ask about that, but never mind. Okay. I need to ask you about the paper spike. Oh, I didn't ask Jay about the paper spike. Okay, before I end this bit, I should probably do that.
I didn't notice Dr. Dekker had a paper spike. I haven't really seen more than a foot in front of me since Hannah died.
Really? Wow. Okay, what am I supposed to be asking now?
I burned the photos of Hannah. It didn't work. I suppose because the loss was superficial.
Yeah.
The next thing I burned was the rocking chair. That worked. I've been getting rid of her stuff ever since. There was a day when I attacked a Salvation Army bin, but I gave in.
Okay. I'm not sure what I've got to ask now. Where's my notes? Ask patients about the paper spike. No, I've done all that. Oh my god, Nathan, what am I supposed to be asking you? Should I ask you about your loop days?
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Excuse me. Wow.
You've asked me that already. No. Wait, maybe that was yesterday. I don't know, anyway.
I don't know what to ask him. I've been left hintless. He never saw a paper spike. Should I ask about Dekker?
I've told you all I know about Dr. Dekker.
All
He started out good, then turned a bit crazy towards the end. When you start giving people more problems as a therapist, that's a bit crazy.
Ah.
I started out with depression. Now I seem to repeat days. Even if you don't believe the repeat days, then I clearly have extra mental health problems that he's given me.
Okay. Okay. Okay, alright, okay.
I've told you all I know about Dr. Dekker. He started out good, then turned a bit crazy towards the end.
Okay, tell me about his crazy.
I think that he possibly cursed other people, a bit like he cursed me. Sometimes you could see he was bursting to tell me about it, but he couldn't. He was ecstatic with power.
Wow.
Sorry.
Okay. Ecstatic with power.
I've got nothing to tell you.
Okay. Great.
I think that he possibly cursed other people.
Well, you already told us about curses.
Ah, a curse. Or remembered. I was hoping you'd forget. It's going to sound crazy. Dr. Dekker said I would never be able to move forward until I came to terms with my grief. And so from this point on, I start to relive the same day over and over again until I made something of it. I believed him.
Okay. It sounds like you now have a gateway to. It sounds like you're quite over it now.
Ah, a curse. Or remembered. I was hoping you'd forget.
I mean, I did.
It's going to sound crazy.
That's why I didn't answer.
Dr. Dekker said I would never be able to move forward until I came to terms with my grief. And so from this point on, I start to relive the same day over and over again until I made something of it. I believed him.
I believed him. Why did you believe him?
I didn't want to believe him. I remember I said, you can't just say things and they happen. He laughed and laughed. I think he was going mad. He said he'd give me a demonstration.
Was it the paper spike?
He held his hand outstretched and told me to look at the flame. There was no flame, and then there was. He was holding a flame in his hand that had come out of nowhere. And he tried to hypnotize me to make me forget it.
He's just a firebender, it's fine. Flame.
I didn't forget seeing the flame. He wanted me to forget it all,
Okay.
but I didn't. For whatever reason, he couldn't undo what he'd done. I was scared. I pretended like the hypnosis had worked. I was scared what Dr. Dekker would do to me if he found out I still knew. So I had to play along, keep coming to the sessions, pretend I hadn't seen what he'd done. It was awful, because I was suffering through the same days over and over again, but I couldn't talk to him about it, because he'd know.
Oh. Oh, Nathan. What else?
He held his hand outstretched and told me to look at the flame. There was no flame, and then there was. He was holding a flame in his hand that had come out of nowhere. And he tried to hypnotize me to make me forget it.
Okay.
He'd become bored of me, so I got much of my insight from calls or messages he'd take during our sessions. I think because he hypnotized me, he didn't want to play with me anymore. So I got basic therapist.
Basic therapist. TM.
He told me lots of people get depression. To become more active, see more people. And although he wouldn't always be there to listen, Jaya would be.
Jaya. Oh.
Yeah, I talked to her quite a lot. I'm not sure how many days of that she'd remember. She seemed to care, which is more I can say for Dekker.
Yeah, in her words, I think she said you're adorable and she would squish your face. Nathan says he talked to Jaya a lot. I should ask her. Well, I need to ask Jaya anyway, because I didn't ask her about the paper spike. So let's actually do that first.
It's in that police report that I gave to you. You should really take a look at it.
I did. Okay, is that all you have to say about that? Then that's okay. What can you tell me about Nathan? Nathan said he talked to you a lot.
I didn't really speak to Nathan that much at all, but I have this strange feeling that I know him really well. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Ah, because of loop days. Okay. Jaya says she didn't talk to you a lot. No, okay. Jaya doesn't remember? No? Okay. Whoops. Maybe I have to word it in a proper way. Jaya feels like she knows you. No. She said, maybe because it's because I'm writing Jaya, she said she didn't talk to you a lot.
No, sorry.
How should I write it then? Oh, just tell me. Does he want to talk about Hannah? Oh, really? I want to talk about Jaya. Fine. Do you want to talk about Hannah?
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore?
No,
And
he
thanks for
doesn't
the
want to
dating advice, by the way.
Oh. Oh yeah! I told him to move on or whatever.
I signed up for a dating website. It's a bit easy, to be honest. If I message something they don't like, I change it when the day replays. It's not very honest.
No, that's not very honest.
If I'm being honest, I'd probably rather ask out one of the patients I've seen here. The friendly redhead.
Redhead. I knew you was about to say that. Mariana. Oh, boy. Wow. Okay, well. My goodness. Mariana, huh? Mariana with her magneticness. Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll leave this bit here then before moving on, because I never know what happens when I'm going to press that continue button. Nothing happened last time, but I'm still not over the fact that Nate popped up the first time. I was like, I'm having a loop day 5 times over. It's probably less than that. I think it was actually 3 or 4 times. But anyway, that's why I always leave the pressing of that button until next session. So, that then was Act 3. Yeah, that was a really quick act compared to the other 2. That seemed to have gone by really quickly. Okay, well, it's all sort of mounting up now. We're sort of starting to lose it a little bit, but that's fine. That's all in the course of duty. Okay, well, I will leave this here then, and hopefully find another gap where I can record some more before the end of the school holidays. Okay. Until next time then.